So today's video, we're going to be looking at 5 household plants that you might have in and around your house right now that you can actually put in the top of your aquarium. So I've only just started doing this to myself in recent times, and I actually find it really beautiful if you can just turn like a breeding aquarium into something really awesome. There are actually a lot of important benefits that these plants also give you. So I'm sure most of you know the nitrogen cycle. So basically you would have your fish, and the fish produces waste which turns into ammonia. Ammonia you just don't want in your aquarium, and luckily good bacteria that is in your filters and in your gravel and just in a matured aquarium will break this ammonia to nitrite and then to nitrate. Nitrate is still harmful for your fish, and you really would still need to remove that from your water to have a healthy aquarium. So there are a few ways of removing nitrates from your water through things like water changes and plants inside your aquarium, like the tanks I have behind me. Plants will remove the nitrate from your water. The most effective way, other than water changes, is plants that have access to a different element, access to the oxygen. They can actually draw so much more nitrates out of the water than plants that are in the aquarium. So there's definitely more than 5 household plants that you could use to put in the top of your aquarium. I'm just going to use the most common ones, the ones that I personally use. So number 1 on my list is the Pothos plant. Some people call it devil's ivy, and this is my favorite on this list. Definitely the most common household plant, and it's a creeper. So it grows on like a little vine, has really nice green leaves. All you need to do is snap it off the vine in a place where you can see some roots sticking down. You just snap it behind, and then you just poke the clipping into your aquarium and the roots into the water. That little vine is going to grow a ton of really nice thick bushy roots down into the aquarium, and that's it. It's going to grow like crazy, and this also provides like a safe place for baby fish, and it's also going to suck those nitrates out of the water. Even if you don't have it in your house right now, it's really cheap. You can just go to any plant shop like Bunnings or something like that, and they're definitely going to have pothos vines or pothos plants, whatever you want to call it, devil's ivy, in there for you to buy. And you can like break it up into like a ton of other little plants from the clippings, and you can put it all through your aquarium, and it will even eventually grow down over the sides and make it look really, really awesome. So the next plant on my list is the Arrowhead plant. This is a really different kind of looking leaf. It's much like the Pothos. It's maybe not quite as common. Another name for the Arrowhead plant is Arrowhead Philodendron. It grows really well in my aquarium. Same thing applies, just take that clipping, stick the roots down into the water, and that little vine is going to grow really well, and they're a really awesome plant for your tank. So number 3 is spider grass. Some people call it spider ivy. It's a good one. I actually don't have that many in my aquarium at the moment just because I don't have them around my house. Number 4 is peace lilies. So peace lilies are a flowering plant that probably is found in most people's gardens or in like pot plants and stuff out the front of your house. If you're lucky and the plant has enough light, it may even chuck a couple of flowers out for you, and that's the most beautiful thing when you have a planted tank and you have plants growing out of the top and flowers as well. It's really, really beautiful. The last plant on this list is aluminium plant. Now this is probably the least common household plant on this list. It is one that I had in my garden and I didn't even know it existed till making this video. And you can actually grow it in your aquarium as well underneath, but it's not technically an aquatic plant, and it probably won't last that long. But I have seen some people root this plant in the base of their aquarium in the gravel and let it grow out the top of their aquarium. I've seen some people do that, but preferably what I would like to do is just stick the clippings, just stick them into the water. It's going to grow roots and grow really, really well. An awesome looking plant. The leaves have like an aluminium kind of like stripes on it. They kind of shine, so the lights make them just absolutely pop. Beautiful dark green leaf. This is also a flowering plant. I've never had this flower. I've actually never seen the flowers of the aluminium plant. So those were the top 5 household plants that you can put in your aquarium. It's really simple, it's really easy, and it's so awesome.